My friends, good afternoon. This is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine. 30 plus years of experience, clinical experience in medicine. Today I want to talk to you about the number one memory booster. The number one by far that has been proven scientifically to boost your memory and allow you to have a better memory. This number one memory booster, it is a REM sleep, which is the stage 4 of a human sleep. All the scientific studies have proven that the stage 4 of our sleep, we have stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4. The stage 4 is called REM sleep, R-E-M sleep. REM is an acronym that stands for rapid eye movements. This is the phase during which we dream in a very vivid, very intense way, right? We can also dream in the stage 3, right? Stage 3, which is called deep sleep. Stage 1 and stage 2 are not deep sleep. Stage 3 is called deep sleep. We can also dream during that phase, right? But the dreams are more intense, more vivid, more longer, right? During the stage 4, which is called REM sleep, R-E-M. Now, what else happened during this REM phase of your sleep, also called stage 4 or phase 4 of your sleep? What else happened? That is when your brain stores from your temporary memory located in your hippocampus. This is a part of the brain kind of in the lower part and in the middle on each side, right? You have two hippocampi. Hippocampus, plural hippocampi. We have one hippocampus on the right, one on the left. This is the temporary memory. During the REM phase, stage 4, also called phase 4, that's when the information that you learned during your day, whether it's studying, whether it's reading, whether it is learning by heart a poem, right? Any cognitive activity, or for instance, a game of chess, right? Or for instance, like Dr. B, I'm learning the Thai language, right? Whatever I learned today, right now, just before I started recording this video, right? Whatever I learned today in the Thai language, which is my language number 6, it is right now in my temporary memory, short-term temporary memory. What's going to happen tonight when I go to bed religiously, like every night, 365 days a night, at 9 o'clock to wake up at 6 o'clock? During my REM phase, stage 4, also called phase 4, right? That information from my temporary short-term memory is going to be sent to my cortex. The cortex is the upper layer of your brain, to be stored for the rest of my life, right? Do you understand? So let's suppose you are a student in college and you study during the day to prepare for your upcoming exams, right? During the day you study, you learn mathematics, physics, all these equations, formulas in chemistry, blah, 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 blah. If you don't sleep enough at night, you're not going to get enough REM phase sleep to be able to send that information that you got during the day when you were studying to send it to your hard drive, the permanent hard drive that is in your cortex, in the upper layer of your brain. So basically, the next day or 2 days later, you're going to forget it, because your short-term memory is not going to be able to store the information for the long term. The short-term memory in our brain is not a hard drive, like a computer hard drive. It cannot store the information forever. It's a temporary storage system. Do you understand? Very good. So the hard drive, like a computer hard drive in which you can store information for decades, right? In the hard drive, right? Whether it's a solid hard drive, those big ones, or whether it is an SSD drive, right? The smaller one. Anyways, I'm not a computer expert, but you get my point. So our memory has a temporary storage system, which is the hippocampus at the bottom in the middle, right? That's temporary. It stores it for maximum a few short days. If you don't sleep enough at night, that information will not be sent to the upper layer of your brain, the upper cortical layer, we call it the cortex, which is the hard drive, and will store it for the rest of your life. Right? Do you understand? So it is important, guys, to sleep enough hours per night, because all the studies have shown that the REM phase, which is the stage 4, right, altogether during an entire normal sleep, right, an entire night during which the guy had a normal sleep, all right, it's only 25% of your sleep time, right? It's crazy. So if, let's suppose, right, let's suppose you slept 10 hours, right, because the night before you were tired, blah, blah, blah. 25% of 10 hours is only 2.5 hours of REM phase. That's it. So, an entire night, you will have only 25% of that time you will be in a REM phase or REM stage, in which the memory, temporary memory, will send the information that you learned to your permanent memory, the hard drive, like a computer, on the top layer of your brain, the cortex. Isn't that crazy? So it shows you that if you don't have enough hours of sleep, you won't get enough REM phase to transfer that information to your cortex from your 2 hippocampi. It takes time to transfer that information. It's just like a hard drive, right? Have you noticed if you want to download something, putting it on your hard drive, right, to store permanently for the rest of your life on your computer's memory, is not going to happen in 2 seconds. It's going to take time, depending on how much information you downloaded and you want to put into your hard drive. It might take sometime an hour. Sometimes I transfer a lot of files, many gigabytes of files, right? 1 hour, 2 hours, right? So your brain is the same. The temporary memory in the hippocampi, plural of hippocampus, the temporary memory is going to take time to send all that information up there to your cortex. It takes time, right? It makes sense. It makes sense. So, people who don't sleep at least 7.5 to 8 hours at least, right? Ideally, somewhere between 7.5 to 9 hours, right? Dr. B sleeps 9 hours every night, no exception, 365 days a year. And I go to bed at 9 o'clock at night, no exception, 365 days a year. And my brain automatically wakes me up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm done, I'm refreshed, and I don't even need to take naps because I'm so refreshed. My brain doesn't need no freaking naps because I slept 9 hours, right? And I go to bed after 2 minutes like a baby, I fall asleep. My memory is super sharp. I study every day, right? I study Thai language, I study mathematics, physics, chemistry, biochemistry, anatomy, new medication, new surgery, surgical techniques, new diseases, new pathologies. I read constantly in medicine, surgery, science, everything I read, right? And I improve my knowledge in the game of chess in addition to learning my language number 6. Well, I need to sleep enough so that all this information that I learn during the day, whether it's advanced mathematics, advanced chemistry, and I'm not studying basic mathematics, basic chemistry, right? I'm done with this in high school and college, right? I'm studying advanced molecular biology, advanced chemistry, advanced biochemistry, advanced cellular biology, advanced mathematics, right? I'm studying these kind of things, right? New techniques in surgery. How am I going to memorize all this if I don't sleep enough? If I sleep only 6 hours, right? So remember, your stage 4 REM phase is lasting only 25% of an entire healthy night's sleep. So you need to sleep enough hours to give the opportunity for your short-term memory to store the information in your hard drive, right? And everything I tell you has been proven scientifically. Dr. B never gives his opinion. Dr. B gives you always the scientific evidence, the scientific proof, right? So not only that, but think about it. All the studies, right? You know, there's a technique called electroencephalography, an EEG. It's just like an EKG where they record the electrical signal of the heart, but instead of putting the wires on your chest to record the electrical signal of the heart, they put the wires on your head to record the electrical signal coming from your brain when you sleep, right? They do that in a sleep laboratories, right? These are sleep experts. And you can see their publication everywhere online. I don't tell you any BS. It's not my invention. It's a science, right? So when you do an EEG, electroencephalography, also called electroencephalogram, you record the activity, the electrical activity of the brain, right? They have noticed that people do not start the stage 4 REM phase for at least 90 minutes of sleep. So you need to fall asleep, to have fallen asleep for at least 90 minutes and have passed the stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3 before you fall into stage 4. Remember, stage 3 is called deep sleep. That's where the brain eliminates all the toxin, all the waste products, and blah, 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 right? The stage 3, also called phase 3, is called deep sleep. And it's also where what people call restorative sleep. Means that's the time when, if you exercise, if you are an athlete, you fall asleep, the stage 3 is when you recuperate. Your brain eliminates the toxins, your body feels better in the morning, and you feel refreshed and energized, right? Restorative sleep, right? But during the phase 3, you don't memorize anything. You need to wait for the stage 4 for the short-term memory to send the information to the hard drive for permanent endless storage, right? So the stage 3 is a restorative sleep. It eliminates this tiredness that we have when we go to bed, and it gives you this energy you have in the morning, right? Restorative sleep, right? It drains the brain via its lymph of all these toxins, right, during stage 3, but it doesn't do anything to your memory. So the memory, the short-term memory is waiting, has to wait 90 minutes of stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. After you have fallen asleep for an hour and a half, 90 minutes, going through stage 1, 2, and 3, then start the stage 4, during which you will dream very vivaciously, very vividly, whatever adjective you want to use, where your dream will be crazy, like, oh, I'm having sex with 5 women at the same time. Oh my God, I'm in heaven with Jesus. Oh my God, I am walking on the moon, blah, blah, blah. You get my point. That's when you're going to, at the same time, transfer that information from the short-term memory to the long-term memory. Now think about having, not the case before where I was telling you you don't have enough REM hours of sleep. You just had 6 hours, 5 hours, 7 hours. So not enough time to store the information. But now think about sleep that is disturbed. Because you had a baby, because your husband is farting the whole night and you just cannot sleep, or you fall asleep for 60 minutes and then you wake up again because the husband is burping and farting, right? Or he's getting up, going to the restroom, or the wife is pregnant, she's asking you, my God, look, the baby's moving, I need some water, I need this, I need that. So you're not going to be able to maintain at least 90 minutes of sleep so that you can fall in the REM phase. So the entire night you are sleeping for an hour, then you wake up. Then 45 minutes you sleep again, then you wake up. Then you sleep for an hour, 20 minutes, then you wake up. So you never get this opportunity to go into phase 4 and transfer all the knowledge that you acquired during the day about science, chemistry, biology, a new surgical technique, about a new computer program, about a chemical formula, about a whatever the katso you want, right? You get my point. You will never get to store it into your memory. Now you might get enough stage 3 restorative sleep bit by bit, but you will never go into stage 4, which is the REM phase. Therefore, you will never be able to memorize any katso in the morning for the rest of your life, because you just didn't have enough REM phase, right? Because your sleep was interrupted constantly by the music of the neighbor who is coughing and because he's on marijuana, or your ex-girlfriend knocking on the door at 2 o'clock in the morning asking you for money, which happened all the time to me. Stuff like that. It's crazy, right? So this shows you the importance and the difference between stage 3, which is restorative sleep, right? And gets you energized and eliminates this tiredness and eliminates the toxins from your brain, and the stage 4, which is the one that you need if you want to memorize information. If you don't memorize information in your hard drive long term, well, after 2 or 3 days, that short-term memory is going to be deleted. You're going to have to sit down again 5 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours a day to restudy the freaking mathematics or these integrations or equations or formulas, chemical formulas or enzyme reactions and blah, blah, blah that you were trying. And I'm not just saying that. Let's suppose you're trying to learn a poem, a music, playing notes in music, blah, blah, blah. I mean, anything, all right? You get my point. You will just forget it. And you have to study again, so wasting another 10 hours. And then you're not going to sleep again deep enough hours, or you're going to be again interrupted. It's a disaster. It's just a waste of your freaking life. You're studying and you're not memorizing anything because you don't have enough hours of sleep, or your sleep is interrupted. Remember that if your sleep is interrupted and you don't reach 90 minutes of sleep, you're not going to fall in REM sleep, but you will feel okay in the morning. Oh, I'm refreshed. Oh, I feel good and energized. I'm going to run now. Okay, very good. You had enough stage 3 to cleanse your brain from the toxin, from the metabolic waste products. You also gave your body this feeling of dynamic strength that we have when we sleep enough. But because your sleep was interrupted, you didn't wait 90 minutes of permanent sleep before you go into the stage 4. Therefore, you're not going to boost your memory. Your memory is not going to be good long term. Do you understand? It's very important to understand this. Whether you're a student, an artist, an engineer, a lawyer, a doctor, a surgeon, a regular person who is trying to learn a language. Imagine you trying to learn Spanish. Well, I live in California, right? I was always fascinated, surprised by how many of my ex-girlfriends who were not Latinas, who didn't absolutely care about learning, not even one of them interested in learning Spanish. I mean, that's crazy, right? In California, 50% of the population is already Latinos, right? They all speak English. They all speak Spanish. But I had a lot of girlfriends who were Asians, white, blah, blah, blah. None of them, absolutely none of them interested in learning the Spanish language, right? Now, let's suppose you want to learn an extra language from the language that of your birth, right? Or you want to learn your third language, or like Dr. B, my language number 6. I am fluent in 5 languages right now. Written, spoken, and I'm learning language number 6, that is the Thai language. I am 20% fluent right now. 20%, not 100. 100 in a few years, God willing. 20% fluent in the Thai language. I can read it, although at a slow pace. I can write it, although at a slow pace. I can speak it, although at a slow pace. But I can make complex sentences now. And it's crazy, right? So if I study the Thai language, or the game of chess that I love, or advanced math, or advanced chemistry, and I don't sleep enough at night, or my sleep is interrupted, I will either not get enough REM phase sleep, or I will never get any, because you need, again, to sleep at least 9 hours to go, 90 minutes, which is 1.5 hours to go through stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, before you fall into this REM phase. I remember REM phase, I said it at the beginning, is only 25 minutes of your entire, 25% of your entire night. That's why I sleep 9 hours. And I have such a sleep hygiene for 10 years at least, right? I mean, there is no exception. Every night, 9 o'clock at night and in the morning, I don't even put my alarm, even during weekdays when I have to go to work. My brain automatically wakes me up at 6 o'clock. That's it. I go breakfast, shower, go poop, blah, shave, blah, blah, blah. Yeah? You know what I'm saying? And my God, my memory is sharp. You need to have that hygiene in your sleep, that sleep hygiene, sleep discipline, right? Thank God. I mean, some people might not say that, but thank God I live alone, right? I mean, I used to have girlfriends coming on weekends and blah, blah, blah. Your sleep is always disturbed. It's impossible. You either wake up in the middle of the night because, I don't know, she's kicking you or in your back or in your belly or in your head, or she's going to the restroom, therefore I wake up too, or she doesn't want to sleep suddenly at midnight. I had this Asian girlfriend. It was crazy. So I'm asleep, and at midnight I hear a little bit of noise. Right? I have these earplugs, right, and a face mask, a mask, but I can hear that midnight many times. She's laying down in bed with her freaking cell phone, or the other girl, she had this freaking how do you call iPad. And watching stupid movies, and I don't know. It's crazy how people are crazy. So therefore you wake up, and then it takes you another half an hour to fall asleep, blah, blah, blah. Your sleep is disturbed. That's why I say, thank God now I live alone. I don't have no girlfriend. Now, I'm not against girlfriend, but right now I don't have no girlfriend. My God, my sleep is so good. I sleep undisturbedly from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock, right? Maybe one time, if I drink too much tea, blah, 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 I wake up and I don't go to the restroom. I still have my earplugs. I still have my face mask. I just sit down sit up at the bedside, and I have a special urine container that you can buy online. And I put it at my bedside. It's a special container for urine that cannot spill. Urine cannot spill, so you cannot trip on it and spill the urine everywhere, right? And I pee. I'm just sleeping like this. Imagine I'm still sleeping, right? But I woke up because I have some. I need to empty my bladder because I had too much tea or coffee, and I just sit up by the side of my bed like this. I grab like that. I grab that urine container and I just pee in it like that. I'm still asleep, right? I'm half asleep. I put it back over there under my bed, right? And that's it. And 30 seconds later, I fall again and sleep back into deep sleep. Right? I don't get up and go turn on the light or flush the toilet and oh my God, I just fell because I tripped on the freaking sofa and blah. No, I don't do that. If you want, guys, if you have to get up to go to the restroom, don't just get up and walk around, right? Just go on any freaking website. There are some special urine containers that we give to patients at the hospital, right? So if you're a male, it's even easier than for women. If you're a male, it's just kind of like a tube and it has a big reservoir that is flat. You can slide it under your bed. So I grab it. From under my bed, I still have my sleep mask and my 2 freaking ear plugs. I don't hear anything. I don't see anything. Even if there was light, which there is not at turn off area. But I mean, my point is to say it's completely undisturbed. Even when I get up to go to the restroom, I just grab it from under my bed like this, and I put my penis. In the. It has a tiny, like a bottle, right? It's like a bottle, but it's flat, like a bottle flattened, and it has this little neck where you can put your penis, and you just pee. And I'm sleepy. I'm still half sleeping, right? And I just pee like that, and then I put it on. I slide it under my bed. That's it. There is no risk for me to step on it when I wake up in the morning, and I'm used to it, so I know where to not step. And even if you were to step on it, nothing gonna happen. You're just gonna push it because it's made in a way that it's not gonna spill the urine all over the floor and my beautiful carpet and rugs, right? It's what we give to patients who can even pee in the bed. You can even pee in the bed with that stuff. You just turn on your side if you're a guy, not a woman, right? If you're a guy, you just turn on one side. You just put your penis in that little tube that looks like a bottle, like the neck of a bottle, right? And you just pee and then you just put it under the bed. You don't have to get up and disturb everybody or completely cut your sleep. Because when you get up, you go to the restroom, you have to see where you are. So you have to open your eyes, right? Turn on the freaking light, or even if you have those tiny little lights, the light is going to disturb your eyes, going to make your brain wake up. Your brain is going to think it's time to wake up because light stimulates wakefulness, right? Even those tiny little lights, bathroom lights, those tiny ones that people use for night bathroom light, right? Even those, to a certain amount, they can disturb your sleep because any amount of light in your eyes, your brain reacts by waking you up. So then it's going to take another hour for you to fall asleep. Whereas with my tip like that, to put that little container, specially designed container for patients at the hospital that you can find everywhere. I forgot the name. Just Google the damn stuff and you're going to see it's very easy. You buy one for $2, $5, $10. Who cares? It's going to save your sleep. It's going to make you healthy, age gracefully, and blah, blah, blah. Right? So please understand that this is the #1 and scientifically proven memory booster. Enough REM phase sleep. That's it. Anything else is fake. Anything else is a scam. Stay away from these scammers, healthcare scammer. I call them healthcare quacks who are, look, I have invented this supplement, this herbal supplement, and I mixed it with some vitamins, and it is my invention. Make sure you click on that stuff below and keep your credit card ready. It's going to cost you $120. Make sure you buy one every month from me so that I can pay my Lamborghini, Ferrari, my villa, and my vacation to Italy this coming summer. Right? Don't fall for these quacks. There is no herbal supplement. There is no freaking vitamin. Oh, you're missing. That's the other story. Oh, you're missing this vitamin. So the guy tells you, oh, you're missing this vitamin. I made a special composition and special recipe of this vitamin that will boost your memory. You will be able to pass all your freaking exams if you buy me this memory booster. That's a lie. It's a quack. This is snake oil. And unfortunately, there are millions of those. And unfortunately, once I click on one of them to try to find out what the cazzo is he talking about, this idiot, right? After that, that's it. YouTube keeps sending me millions of the same video same idea, right? It's always a plant or a vitamin that you're missing, or a plant that they found somewhere in the desert of Arizona somewhere, or the freaking plant that they found somewhere in the forest of Amazon, and that the guy has collected and he's mixed with his own formula, and he has the patent, and he will never give the secret to anyone, but you can buy his product for $135. Make sure you click on the link below, or that freaking video that I'm showing you with my finger. Make sure you keep your credit card ready, because I have a lot of expenses. I have a lot of villas to maintain, and I have probably 4 sports cars that I have to maintain. Click on that freaking video. I'm telling you how to buy that stuff, or what is that stuff going to do. Actually, it will boost your memory, but at the same time, it will make your penis bigger. So make sure you buy it from me, right? I mean, this is crazy. And once you click on those, all the time I receive them. Whichever website I go, whichever social media, I'm not too much in social media, but it's crazy how you click in one of them, right? Let's suppose I click on a video of all these scammers, one of these scammers on YouTube, then the next time YouTube offers me to watch more videos of different scammers who come up with the same freaking stuff, but instead of having found a plant in the forest of Amazon, it's a plant that he found in the tropical forest of Africa. And that one will make you even not only boost your memory, but will completely erase all your wrinkles on your face, and you will be younger by 30 years, right? And so it never ends once you click on one of these quacks to find out what the cazzo is he talking about. I'm curious, right? But after 30 seconds, I know the guy is a scammer, and I know that. And then if I go on Yahoo or regular website to watch the news, I see advertisement from the same quacks and about different products, but the same freaking stuff. Are you trying to boost your memory for passing your exam, or for learning an extra language, or for learning how to do wood carving, or blah, blah, or to blah, blah, right? So I don't know. I think this website, they pass on the information. Means I'm the customer. I click on one of them. So if I click on YouTube, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just saying like that. But it's very surprising. Gives it to another website, and that other website send me that another advertisement about that snake oil, right? And as I said, I really admire the way these people are so convincing, because they're expert in movie making, just like the Hollywood movie maker, right? What's his name, this #1 movie maker in Hollywood who makes all these dinosaur movies and Star Wars movies? Anyways, I'm not interested in any Hollywood buffoon or anything like that. I like to watch their movies. They are very realistic, but I'm not a fan. Oh my God, look at that actor. Oh my God, look at that singer. Oh my God. What fascinates me is the scientist who discover new technologies, new surgical techniques, new treatment, the cure for cancer, who discover the nature of the universe, blah, blah, blah. I can care less about these stupid Hollywood people and all these actresses and, oh, the guy is a pop star. Oh, the guy is a, I don't know, freaking Hollywood star. No, he's not a star. He's a buffoon. That's it. He makes millions of dollars. So these quacks on all these social media, all these websites, everywhere, it's not just YouTube, right? They are very good at making these freaking movies, very impressive movies, like Hollywood people, right? Special effect music, blah, blah. So the guy is really able to convince you that if you buy that freaking herb, plant extract or supplement or blah, 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 that he found himself during his last vacation in the middle of the forests of Amazon, over there, if you buy it, believe me, your memory will be so crazy you will be able to learn Spanish in just 2 months. Or if you buy it, you will learn Chinese. Your memory will be so crazy that you will learn Chinese in just 1 month. And then he comes with music, and then he puts a fake guy who doesn't say, oh, I don't speak Chinese. No, I'm sorry. And then he puts the same guy 1 month later, and I don't know how they do that. The guy is able to speak freaking Chinese. I don't understand this. The guy is a white guy, a regular American guy, blonde, blue eyes, supposedly, who has never been to China, never had a Chinese girlfriend, never speak any other language than English. And then, oh, look, this guy, he bought this little supplement that I made from a plant that I discovered in the forest of Amazon over there in freaking Brazil. And look, this guy now, he speaks fluently Chinese Mandarin. And the guy is really speaking it. Now, I don't know how they do that. I don't know how they are able to make somebody speak English. Maybe they erase the voice and they put some, but it's really convincing. I mean, but it's just like Hollywood crap, right? Like where they make these movies about extraterrestrial. You really look like this guy is an extraterrestrial. All the freaking dinosaurs, everything seems pretty real. But they're expert, the same way Dr. B is an expert in medicine, science, surgery, everything. These people are expert at scamming the people with fake movies, and some of them claim they are doctors and blah, blah, blah. If you're a real doctor, you need to talk like Dr. B to the people. You don't need to put special effect and special movie sounds and special I don't know how they do it, but I don't care. I'm a real doctor, guys. I care about you. So remember, don't fall for these scams. There is absolutely no plant, no freaking vitamins and blah 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 that is gonna boost your memory. It's all a scam, obviously, right? In addition to the sleep that I told you about, you need to not drink alcohol, not smoke. You need to go to bed on time. You need to have a healthy, balanced diet. You need to not eat junk food and blah blah, obviously, right? That makes common sense, right? You need to control your hypertension, your high blood pressure, your diabetes, because those are messing up your brain. They are messing up not just your memory but everything, and then they're going to give you a stroke or Alzheimer's disease or everything, right? Obviously. I mean, I hope you got the point that obviously you need, in addition to sleep, at least 7.5 to 9 hours, and have a sleep that is undisturbed. And that's the only scientifically proven method to boost your memory and to allow the information to go from your short-term memory to the long-term. Obviously, you need to not drink booze like there's no tomorrow. You need to not smoke, all this marijuana, all this crazy stuff that people do. And you need to have a sleep hygiene, sleep discipline like Dr. B. You have to go to bed at the same time every night, because that's the best way to teach your brain to. The brain is very, very adaptable. The brain learns. And if you go to bed at the same night, the brain is trained to fall asleep at the same night. So if you fall asleep at different hours every night, I fall asleep, I go to bed every night at 9 o'clock, right? If you don't teach your brain to go to bed and to sleep, to fall asleep every night at the same hour, then your brain is confused. It's not going to know. Suddenly, so you're going to fall asleep you want to go to bed at 11 o'clock. And then the next day you want to go to bed at 8 o'clock. And then at 9 o'clock. And then at 11. And then your brain is confused. Whereas when you teach your brain, the same way you teach your brain a language, the brain adapts, right, to your condition, to your life. If you teach your brain to fall asleep at the same night every night, 365 days a night, it's very easy. My brain knows that tonight I'm going to go to bed at 9 o'clock, and I swear to God, after 2 minutes, I fall asleep because my brain was taught to go to bed and fall asleep at 9 o'clock. So you need to have also that in mind. So you need to educate, you need to teach, you need to train your brain to fall asleep at the same time. The same way you have trained your dog and taught your dog that at 12 o'clock every day, noon, you will give your dog his food, right? Or her food, right? The dog knows that by 12 o'clock, right? It's a conditioned reflex in your brain. The dog knows that at 12 o'clock he or she will receive the food. Same thing. My brain knows that by 9 o'clock I'm going to go to bed and the brain is going to fall asleep. The brain educates itself, trains itself, program. The best term, programs. That's what the term I was looking for. You need to program your brain. That's the term I was looking for. You need to program your brain to fall asleep at the same time every night. My brain right now is programmed to fall asleep every night at 9 o'clock. That's why when I go to bed, I sleep like a baby after 2 o'clock. After 2 minutes, I fall asleep like a baby, and I don't wake up until 6 o'clock in the morning, except maybe one time if I want to pee because I had too much tea or coffee. No caffeine, obviously. No caffeine after 12 o'clock for me. Maybe for you 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But for me, no caffeine after 12 o'clock. And that's it. And maybe one night out of 3 or 4, I'm going to get up in the middle to pee. And as I said, I have that little pee container just beside my bed. And again, I fall asleep. After I pee, 2 minutes later, I fall asleep. This is how my brain has been programmed, conditioned. So please program your brain, condition your brain. These are the two correct terms I have found right now. Condition your brain, program your brain to fall asleep at the same night, at the same hour every night. And believe me, if you do that and you sleep enough hours, 7.5 to 9 hours, and your sleep is not interrupted, my God, you're going to have a memory like Dr. B, and you will be able to learn science, mathematics, the game of chess, right? Everything that is interesting to you. I don't care about learning music and arts. I have a lot of admiration, right? But that's not my stuff. What I like to learn is languages and science. That's what I love. I love you guys. Dr. B is a doctor, a real one. I took the Hippocratic Oath more than 30 years ago. I love you. I will never BS you. I will never lie to you. I will never sell you any fake stuff or anything that has not been proven by the scientific community. I will never, ever, ever put my interest above yours. I will never, ever, ever betray my Hippocratic Oath, regardless of your gender, your age, your whether you're a male, female, anything in between, religion, Buddhist, Hinduist, Jew, Muslim, Christian, whether you're black, white, Latino, Asian. I don't give a cat. So I love you because you're a human being. And of course, regardless of your politics, I don't give a cat. So whether you're Republican, Democrat, I have all different type of patient, gender, race, religion, politics at the big, beautiful cardiovascular clinic where I work 8 to 9 hours a day. So I don't care at all. I treat every human being with the same love because that's why I went into medical school, for the love of medicine and for the love of people. Put your question, comments, any cuts you want to ask down there. I will get back to you. I promise it might take time because I work a lot and I love it. And I will never stop working 8 to 10 hours a day, seeing patients until I'm 100 years old. And I will get back to you. I love you guys. Hope to talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.